You're listening to The AI Said What, a podcast of original horror stories written entirely by artificial intelligence. No rewrites, no corrections, just raw, unfiltered fiction pulled from the digital void and delivered straight to you. Some stories are strange, some stories are terrifying, and some feel a little too real. Let us begin. This is Wally's Wonderland. We broke in through the backloading dock, rust on the lock, moss on the concrete, and a sign that read, Wally's Wonderland, closed for renovation, 1999. Of course it wasn't being renovated. It'd just been left there, boarded up, forgotten. There were 5 of us. Ty, Mia. They brought bolt cutters. Devin, he brought a flashlight big enough to blind someone, and I was there for the story, the legend. The place used to be one of those animatronic pizza joints, like Chuck E. Cheese, but cheaper, darker. Wally the Woodchuck and Friends. The kind of place with sticky floors and a guy in a costume that always stood there. They said a kid went missing in 1997. They never found him. We thought it was just old internet lore. Inside, it smelled like wet carpet and motor oil. The light didn't work. The security exit sign still glowed red, and their reflections jittered on the shattered prize counter glass. Tickets were still stuffed in the machines like cobwebs. Mia laughed too loud, it echoed too far, and Devin said, "Let's find the stage." So we did. The curtain was still drawn, red, dusty velvet with a faded sun printed on it. Above, in peeling letters, Wally's Big Show, every hour on the hour. And Ty pulled the chain. It stuck halfway, then yanked open fast, like it wanted to be seen. Behind it, 3 animatronics. A moose in overalls with one antler snapped off, a blue jay in a vest with no eyes, and Wally. A 6-foot woodchuck with cracked brown fur, buck teeth, and a bow tie stained with something dark. One hand was raised in a wave that didn't look friendly. Mia shined her light on the moose's chest. "Look! They've still got speaker grills." Devin reached up and tapped it. It buzzed. Not like it turned on, more like it flinched. I told them we should go. No one listened. Ty found the control panel behind the curtain. He flipped a few switches. Nothing happened. But then the Blue Jay's head twitched. We all saw it. No motor sound, no power hum, just a jolt, like a reaction. Then the audio started. A voice scratchy and warped piped through unseen speakers. "Hiya, kids! It's me, Wally! Are you ready for the big show?" We froze. The stage lights flashed once, white, then blue, then off again. The moose's jaw opened. "Time to play!" We ran. We split at the arcade machines. I ducked behind an air hockey table and held my breath. Somewhere across the room I heard Mia scream. Then nothing. Just music. Warped carnival music, slow and glitching, playing through the speakers that should have been dead 20 years ago. I crawled through the hallway marked party room. The door was already open. Inside, light spilled from an old CRT TV mounted on the corner playing a looping VHS menu. "Wally says it's cleanup time." There was a paper hat still on the table, melted cake, a single slice untouched molding onto the plate, and one chair pulled out, facing the corner. I backed out slowly. The hallway lights flickered, and then I saw Ty. Or at least I thought I saw Ty. He was standing at the end of the hall, perfectly still. I whispered his name, "Ty." He didn't respond. I stepped closer. His arms moved, not like a person, but like a servo. Too straight, too rigid. Then I saw it. The mask. It wasn't Ty. It was Wally. The costume somehow standing, somehow full. Its jaw clicked open. It spoke in Ty's voice. "You shouldn't be here. After the show." I ran. I don't remember how I got out. Just that when I hit the street, it was quiet. Too quiet. The others were already outside except Mia. We called for her, waited, walked the perimeter, then the front door creaked open and she stepped out, alone. pale, silent, eyes unfocused. She didn't speak the whole way home. Mia's not the same. She doesn't sleep. She barely eats, stares at corners and hums that same tune over and over. The last time I saw her, she handed me a folded napkin from the party room. Inside was a single strip of paper tickets, torn in the middle, written on the back in a child's handwriting. Stay for the next show. That was 3 weeks ago. Today, I passed an alley near the apartment and I saw a flyer stapled to a utility pole. Brand new, crisp edges, full color. Wally's big show, reopening soon. Same mascot, same bow tie, same dead smile. Except now, there's a new line beneath it, featuring all new friends. And in the corner, small enough to miss, Mia.